Hello guys, I'll be showing you guys how to make a flat croquis. Let me set my camera very well. Come closer. How to create a flat croquis. So I want to set this very well so you guys can see very well. Okay, I think this is perfect like this. So yeah. So these are some of my sketches. This is actually the sketch I made yesterday. So forget about this. Okay, this is the plain sheet. So yeah, let's start doing this. So I need to get my pencils and do one or two things. This is what I use. This is a pencil I use. I actually have so many of it inside here. So yeah. So I'm going to choose the particular one I want to use. I've not made use of this before. I don't know how it works. Maybe I'll make use of it one day. Maybe today I understand how it works. So yeah. Let me use another pencil for it. So I'm going to divide my paper into two, like this. Divide my paper into two. Then maybe take down like maybe 2 cm up here, like this. Mine is not that straight, so this is the important thing. So just gauge somewhere here as the head, gauge somewhere here. Maybe do like, this is 3 cm, do like 2 cm here. I'm going to make use of this. This is going to be the shoulder. This is going to be where the head will end. And from here to here will be like the neck area. If you look at it, you see that here will be like the neck area. So from here to here, we're going to use from here to here as the neck area. Then from here to, we want to get the bust area. We can just mark it somewhere here, somewhere right here. So we're going to make use of this. This is going to be our bust area. And now I want to get my waist area. I can mark somewhere here as the waist area. You see it, right? Now I want to get my hip area. You mark somewhere here. So to get all these things, to make it easy for you, you can just do like 3 cm for the first line, maybe 2 cm for the neck area. Then from the neck to the bust, from the shoulder to the bust, you can just do maybe like 4 cm. Then from the bust to the waist, you can just do like 3 cm or thereabouts, or 4 cm, just do 4 cm. Same thing from the waist to the hip, you can do same 4 cm. Do you get what I'm saying? So now let's start doing the neck. So how I do the head, I first of all do a circle, first tiny circle. If you see, I've not gotten to the second this thing. I've not gotten to the second one, so I'm going to make another tiny one. Make sure the first one, that's the first circle, is bigger, is wider than the other. Oh, okay, sorry, I need to bring out this eraser. Sorry guys, just give me a second. I want to bring out something. Okay, yeah, that's it. So now, if you now want to do something like this, this first circle needs to be wider than it is. Make it wider. Then the second one should be smaller. Then you connect like this. Do you get? When you are done doing it, you can clean off the inner circles. You see how we are getting the head? You can clean up these inner circles. Clean it up so you can have a neat stuff. See how I've gotten the head. You see how easy it is. So you can try this out. If you find it difficult, you can just come back to the video and watch it. Yeah. So sorry. Sorry, my light went off. I need to set it. Okay. Sorry about that. So when you're done with that, you can now go to the neck area. If you see that it's too long, you can just reduce the line. Is looking like something that is too long. It's your choice. If you want the neck to be too long, you can do it. You see that I didn't start from here. 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 I started here. Do you get? So when you are done doing it like this, you can just make maybe like 2.5 cm, 2.5 cm both sides like this. From here to here will be like 2.5. From here to here will be like 2.5. Do you get? That's it. So now just make maybe the bust area. I need to take this up a bit. So when you are sketching all these things, you see that they are too far from each other. You can just adjust it a bit. Then I can make here the waist area and here the hip area. So I can do 1.5 cm, 1.5 cm here, then connect it to this place. If you can't make a straight line, you can just get a ruler. Just do it like this. This is the bust line here. This is the waistline here. So after that, you can just, depending on how pronounced you want the hip to be, you can just take it like this. I don't know how pronounced you want the hip to be. So you can just do something like this and connect. And connect. Do same thing here and connect. So it's coming out bit by bit. Make sure from here to here and from here to here, they're the same. Assuming you're using maybe like 3 cm here, you have to use same 3 cm from here to here. So you do something like this. Do something like this. Do you get? So then I want to get my knee area. You can just stick it up like this. Sorry. I want it to look perfect. So so you can do, if you can't make a straight line, you can just use your ruler to do it. Do you get? So I do same thing here. I do it like this. Do you get? Do you get it? So when it's like this, you've gotten this area. So this is the knee. You don't, is either, if you find it difficult doing the curve like this, you can just make another straight stuff. With time, you will start doing curves. But for now, you can just make a curve soft stuff like this. I actually did the basic of this manual illustration sometime last year. This one is a little bit complicated. If you want to get that basic, you can go down our videos. You can see the basic ones, the basic illustration. So this is it. So now that I've done this, I'll have to go to the bust area and then make a slight curve like this. Now it's time for me to start bringing out the curves. Do you get? It's time for me to start bringing out the curves. Even after this live, you want to watch, you can still go back to the video and watch the video again. That will make you understand it the stuff better. So now I'm making it, it was flat before, so I'm going to give it some curves. It's not, this hip, this side is not meant to be sharp, so I have to give it some curve. Do you get? You see, it's making sense right now. So bit by bit, when you are done doing this, so you don't get confused and all of that, you can just clean off the inner parts, the inner lines. That's why it's not good to make the lines very deep. You just do a slight stuff and you are okay. So you go back to the neck, go back to this neck area. You see what I'm doing? You make it curve like this. Make it curve like this. You do the same thing here. You make it curve like this. You give it this beautiful curve. The same thing here. The same thing here. Before you can now form the makes sense, right? Okay. You do same thing here. Depending on where you want the my next video, maybe I will just show you guys different postures you can just put up in order to achieve all these things. So I can just go back to the neck area and do some cleaning, and then this, and then this. Do you get? So I'm going to clean off all these lines because I want my work to look neat. I'm going to clean off the lines, clean off the lines, clean off the lines, all these lines that are not necessary, clean them off, clean off all these ones. I don't need them anymore. I'm done with them. So when you've gotten what you want, you can now clean them off and then reshape the whole thing. So I can now go back to the head and redo the head. So now I want to give it another kind of shape. Do you get? So now let's make it make sense. So when you are sketching, as a beginner, you have to take your time. Don't rush. You have to take your time because as you are taking your time, the more you are taking your time, the more advanced you get. The more you bring out, you adjust your mistakes and all of that. Do you get? So as a beginner, when you are sketching, just take your time. Today I'm not going to use color for any of our sketch. I'm going to just use only the pencil. Do you get? So that you understand better. Is when you are good doing with just pencil, that's when you will now graduate to using colors. Do you get? So now you take it up like this, take it up like this, straight down. The same thing here, straight down. You go to this hand area and do the same thing there. Do you get? So when you are done with this thing, this one, like I said, I'm going to be using pencil for everything. I'm not going to color the inside. So it's just going to be full pencil. Let me clear this so it doesn't confuse you guys. So I'm going to look for a shade. I can use something like this. You see the mouth? It's not as sharp as other ones, so I can use something like this because it's not that sharp. I can put all these ones back. It's when I want to do something sharp, I use these ones. So this one is what I'm going to use to do the shadings. Do you get? Because after sketching, you don't just leave it like this. You have to shade some certain areas. Just clean off the inside like this, and then try to, anything you are doing, make sure your work is very neat. It's very important. So let's do it. So now I'll just give the cleavage area. I'll start from the cleavage. I'm going to adjust the cleavage area, you see, then make sure it's going to this area. Then take my time to do the shadings. This shading part is very important, because if you don't follow the step properly, you will make a mistake. That's the truth. So when you are shading, make sure you flow very well. If you shade roughly, you won't achieve what you want to achieve. Do you get? So just watch how I'm doing my shades. I'm not shading like this, I'm shading like this. I'm taking my time to shade like this. So the armpit area, I give it some kind of shadow, because the bust is giving it that shadow. So I need to work on that. Do you get? So yeah. So when I'm done with it, I'm going to go down, 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 down like this. Shade like this. Then do the same thing over here. Do it a little bit here. I don't want it to be so much, so I'll just do a little there. Then go over to this side and do some shading. Create some cleavage. Create the cleavage over here. Just do it like this. I believe that if you follow all these our lessons, with time you will get better. You get? Just take your time and watch the video. I'm not fast. I try not to be fast. So just take your time. Try to take your time and watch the video very well. So yeah. So see how I'm doing my shades, and I'll just take it down a little bit down the bust area. Do the same thing here. Just take it down a little bit. Then go to the chest area. Give it some shade. Don't make it look flat. Give it some shadow. Give it some shadow. Then go to this side. Give it some shadow. So it's coming together, bit by bit. So you can now give it some shadow like this. Give it some shadow like this. Because it's a croquis, you have to make it look like a proper human being. Just watch closely how I do my shades. I think if you try this way, you will get a good result. So I'm not scattering it. I'm not shading like this. They are moving uniformly. Do you get? So this is the knee area. So I'm going to do it like this and still do the same thing going down. See, it's making sense right now. So not only that, when something like this happen, you still need to work on some things. Some things like give it some, let that part not be fully white. Then the same thing, you come down to this area and give it some shades. Just take your time. Don't rush. Remember what I always say, as a beginner, you don't rush. As you can see, I'm not rushing. As I'm doing it, I'm taking my time to sketch. So when you take your time and sketch this, I think you achieve this thing I'm achieving. So just take your time and do your sketch. Don't rush. So you see what I'm doing at the knee area. Give it a shot there so it will come out very well. Just take your time, do it, and when you are doing, make sure you do your own properly. Do it properly, it should come out neat. Make sure you do a neat work, very neat work, neat job. With time, you will learn how to follow the shadow. Sorry, my light is going off and on. I don't know why. Sorry, I need to adjust this a bit. Sorry about that. So you just do continue with your shadings. Then go down to this area. Do the same thing. Do the same thing like this. You see, it's making sense right now. So now I'm going to, the lines are showing and I don't like it. So let me clean it off and do a better stuff. So now, I don't want it to be just round like this. I want to give it maybe something like a ponytail. So I will do it like this. Remember, this is just for beginners. When we start doing the proper ones, if you always follow, if you keep following this live, we'll get to that level where we do the advanced one. So this one is just for beginners. So the hair might not be on point. So there's something I want to show you guys now. As you can see, this pencil is not for this kind of thing. So I just did it like this to give it that shade vibe. So after doing it, I can now take this tiny one and give it this one look. Do you get? So give it that look. Just do it. You can now get another pencil because I just want to cover the line of the hair. So yeah. So now just put the ear. The ear is too much. No, I don't need to. It's not putting on clothes, so it doesn't need earring. You need jewelry. So just leave it like that. Leave the ear. Let's do a quick big ear. Big ears for them. So when you're done with that, you can now go back to your shadings and then do some shade. And that's it, guys. That's it. It's as simple as ABC. It's not that hard. If you continue doing it, if it's something you tell yourself, okay, I will do this, I'll keep learning, I don't think it will be that hard for you. So what you're going to do is, even if you find it difficult understanding this, watch the video over and over again. I believe that when you watch it over and over again, you will understand this better. So I hope you guys learned one or two things today, and I believe that the next video you will be able to like do it better than today, because when you learn, the more you learn, the better you become. So guys, see you tomorrow when we talk about another type of posture. I would like you guys to be here tomorrow as well. When you see that notification that I'm live, don't forget to click and watch the video. Even if you don't get to watch the video when I'm live, you can watch later. Thank you guys and see you tomorrow. Bye.